Here's your daily reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you were thinking. Excuse me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rumbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly ate my guts, and for me that's a badge of honor. By the way, my hair is growing like a weed right now, and I'm super here for it. I have been taking oral minoxidil, which is basically Rogaine, but you can take it in pill form now. I think I've mentioned it before. I've also got these new hair vitamins by Maury, and I just think they're like, it's just like, I'm super psyched, like, and it's healthy. Like, I'm having long hair. I get to have long hair and it's not frizzy and gross. All right, you don't want to hear about that stuff. Anyway, let's get to the meat of this video, shall we? The sea turtle killing plastic straw. I don't even know which Democrat to give it to because, I mean, they were all such rancid a-holes at these hearings. But Sheldon Whitehouse gets a mention. Ron Wyden gets a mention. Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, Adam Schiff, Mazie Hirono. Let's discuss why, shall we? Okay. So, I did not get a chance to see the Tulsi Gabbard confirmation hearing yet. I will watch it. But I heard that it was a masterclass. I mean, all three that we saw last week, Kash, RFK Jr., and Tulsi, they just demolished these people. And the Democrats came across looking really desperate and really panicked. And let's first talk about the Kash stuff. So they were obsessively asking Kash about the January 6th choir that you helped bankroll and you got paid by it. It's like literally over and over and over about the January 6th choir. They kept also asking him about, we want you to say that Biden was elected legitimately. Like, you need to say this. Say it. And he's like, well, he was certified. Because you know that, look, they're trying to do two things. They're trying to put a wedge between Trump and Kash, or Trump and the nominees. And they're also trying to pigeonhole these people for when the evidence comes about, which it will. And that's what the FBI is going to be investigating, and that's what Pam Bodney is going to be prosecuting. When the evidence comes out that, they actually did steal the 2020 election, like, they want to be able to go, so you said that Biden was legitimately elected. So, Kash didn't bite on that, not one single bit. He was so fan-freaking-tastic that I was like standing ovation time the whole time. I felt like that Sheldon Whitehouse, though, like the way that all of them actually, their tone was just so disrespectful and so aggressive towards him. And it just makes you realize that they're really in a panic here, because basically they were like, are you going to go after Trump's political enemies? You call these people the deep state and government gangsters, and these are servants of the United States government, and they worked very hard and yada yada yada. And then my favorite part, but probably my favorite part of where they just have no self-awareness and they don't even understand like how stupid they sound. Dick Durbin, in his opening statement, who, by the way, Dick Durbin got called out by Marsha Blackburn. Oh, he got called out by Kash Patel about not releasing the Epstein list. And then Marsha Blackburn was like, yeah, Dick, you blocked us from releasing the Epstein list. And he's like, well, that didn't happen. And you never talked to me about it. And she's like, well, I did on the floor of the Senate. Like, what are you saying? Anyway, that's a side issue. Dick Durbin had the stones, the temerity, to be like, Kash, all of these Republicans, like John Bolton and Bill Barr and Mark Esper, they're all coming out against you like full force. And like, people in the Bush administration are saying you would be just terrible, and FBI agents, people at the top, our fine leadership at the FBI thinks that you would be a real disaster. And Kash is like, let me stop you right there. Like, I wish he had said, I don't think you understand that the fact that those people hate me is actually a plus. And it makes the American people like me even more. Like, you should stop acting like that's a flex, okay? You hated John Bolton, okay? You hated Bill Barr. You hated Mark Esper. You hated anyone that Trump appointed. I mean, they especially hated John Bolton during the Bush years when he was UN ambassador. And now they love him, just like they love Cheney. It's wild, okay? It's wild. So, but Kash is like, well, actually, the FBI has about a 41% approval rating, or the American people have only about 41% of any trust in the FBI whatsoever. So you would think that some reforms would be needed. And then they were like, oh, and you're going to get rid of you said you're going to turn the FBI building into the Museum of the Deep State. And it's like, first of all, that's tongue-in-cheek. But second of all, kind of not tongue-in-cheek. Because he's like, listen, we've got, 11,000 people, 11,000 FBI agents that work in Washington, D.C. They need to be spread out in the country, and they need to do cop stuff. They need to get away from the political swamp of Washington, D.C., and we need to depoliticize the FBI. Who doesn't want that to happen? Adam Schiff doesn't want that to happen. He was screaming at him. He was like, he was, they kept bringing up January 6th. They could not get off January 6th to save their lives. That was like the most important thing for them to talk about. And they kept lying and saying that cops were attacked and cops died and all these things. It's like, no. There were 3 people that died. One man had a heart attack. Ashley Babbitt was murdered by Michael Byrd, a corrupt Capitol Hill Police Department person, and Roseanne Boylan was beaten to death by DC police. Like, those are the people that died. They kept trying to say this Brian Sitnick guy died. It's like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. And he wasn't hit with a fire extinguisher. Like, they keep telling these lies. Anyway, January 6th committee is getting ready to be exposed. It's going to be glorious. And Kash is, he's the only guy. Kash is it. And I think he's going to get through. I really do. Just like I think Kennedy's going to get through. Kennedy's was another one, man. When you watch these people have pure panic, when you realize that Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders and White House and Wyden, all these evil Democrats, they all take money from Big Pharma. They take a lot of money from Big Pharma. The best part was when Kennedy was like, well, you, Bernie Sanders, you took like almost $2 million from Big Pharma. And Bernie's like, no. Those are from individual donors and da-da-da. I'm like, but they're from Big Pharma. They're from Big Pharma. Just like Elizabeth Warren did. Y'all, the way they came after Kennedy, it was like, it was amazing to watch. The swamp just eating itself, like showing the world why we need these people and fighting tooth and nail against making America healthy again, against finding out why we have all these chronic diseases, and why do we not tell people to get up off your asses and exercise and go outside and drink water and eat healthy, as opposed to do what you want, eat what you want, smoke what you want, drink what you want, and then there's going to be a big pharma pill to take care of it. And he also brought up a very cogent point. They're talking about, oh, you want to reform Medicare, how dare you? It's like, well, look, if someone smokes all their lives and they're morbidly obese, why should other people have to be on the hook for that? Hello, why should they be? We shouldn't be. Most people want private insurance, and private insurance has the right to tell someone that is morbidly obese and that keeps smoking and doing all the other things, well, your premiums are going to be pretty high. And that's because of your choices. And so I think this Make America Healthy movement again is going to really catch fire. And I'm telling you, these last 3 weeks have just been amazing. I cannot wait for all of Trump's nominees to get in. I cannot wait for the party to really get started with, Kash Patel. They asked him, are you going to prosecute Trump's political enemies? He said, I'm going to follow the law. well, I don't prosecute anything. We investigate crimes, and then that's up to the Attorney General if they want to prosecute those or not. But he didn't say he wasn't going to not look into what these criminals did. He said, I'm going to go where the evidence leads us. We're not going to invent a crime and attach it to somebody like you guys did. We're going to look at what y'all did, and we're going to bring charges based on the evidence. It's going to be so good. You guys, I can't wait. So let's maha, let's maga. Let's keep it going, guys. All right, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. That will be done. Bye.